One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Thank you for coming back to. Oh, I was about to say the wrong podcast name.
Good job.
And
Welcome
I
back,
didn't.
ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. In case you
Wow.
didn't know what podcast this was, that's what podcast this is. Where 5 nights a week we give you the latest, the greatest, the shameless, largely from the famous of the entertainment industry. And sometimes we just talk about randomness, which you're going to get some of tonight too.
There's a lot of randomness tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I was not even going to say a recently active podcast title. I don't know where my mind just went. Wow. Okay. Well, yes, this is Weeknights, and I'm Dash. Hi.
So, I am JD, aka He Who Pods. Glasses on today, so also rear view mirror.
Yep. And
And no Beyonce announcement.
no Beyonce today.
Beyonce. Oh, please go ahead.
Oh, I thought
No, ladies first.
Beyonce graciously pulled back her announcement due to the Los Angeles wildfires. We're seeing a lot of that actually. Grammy nominations have not been finalized yet because voting has been pushed back. Grammy week events have been canceled as well. So, there's a lot that's kind of been up in the air or been postponed or canceled because of the wildfires. Totally understand.
Yeah, I mean,
Not a
there's
good
been
time.
straight up devastation over there.
People are losing their homes. People are losing their lives.
Businesses, everything.
So we totally understand. And whenever Beyonce feels that it's the right time, she will go ahead and tell us whatever it was that she needed to tell us.
I
Yeah,
think, I'll be honest, I think it's a tour now. I no longer think it's a project.
I think it's both. Because something came out last week that had a title. It was called Echoville.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's interesting.
Yeah, so it seems like it's both.
We'll see soon.
Yeah, we'll see soon enough. So we'll just, we'll talk about it once we know what it is. And same thing with everything else, Grammys, et cetera, whatever else is going on. But
Yeah. And I wouldn't fault any organization for completely canceling things this year.
not at
I mean, I think what's going on over there is devastating. I think that there's so much just land that has been burned down that taking time to rebuild and focus on helping people is the right thing to do. So
yeah. And she did donate, I believe it was $2 million through her Be Good Foundation.
yeah, I heard 2.5.
Yeah, it was.
And I heard people are mad about that, but middle finger to those people.
Mad about what?
She, quote unquote, she didn't donate enough. They did the same thing. They said Swift didn't either. You know the internet, man. You know
It's
how
not for you to say. I feel like, when you go to Walgreens, this is not, I just roll with me for a second. When you go to Walgreens and they ask you if you want to donate to St. Jude's, the minimum is $1.
Right.
And the average person is probably walking through Walgreens, right? I don't think it's fair to tell people how much they should donate or tell them what they can donate. Also, we do this all the time. We meaning the internet, the public, whatever, where we start to count people's pockets when things like this happen, when elections happen, and I'm just going to repeat what I heard someone else say. I was listening to Higher Learning the other day, and just a reminder that we don't need to politicize everything. Like, we could just be there for the people who need it and be grateful for those who can give more than we can. And leave it there. Do what you can and let's move on. Like,
yeah, I understand both sides. I've been on both sides of this. I have seen some donations from like Oprah before, for example, that I'm like, Oprah, Come on, Oprah. But I think, yeah, at this point, we can't be investigating everyone's bank accounts just to see what they donated. It's a weird situation. So, yeah.
And a lot of these people also make charitable donations throughout the year to different organizations. So that might have something to do with how much they spend on something specific that comes up that wasn't expected. I
Right.
don't know, but just something to consider. I mean, you know, it's about humanity at the end of the day.
Right. And speaking of humanity, uh, that same artist who did a great song, a number one chart topping song, if I'm correct.
Uh-huh.
Could be wrong, but that's what I remember.
Mhm.
I'm gonna destroy this person's name. I apologize in advance, but I believe their name is Yuki Chiba.
Mhm.
They linked up with another human
Yeah.
from another part of the world,
Yeah.
and that human is Will Smith.
Mhm.
And together they put out the Team Tomodachi remix,
They did.
and Will Smith is a different rapper on this record.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Different, maybe even a different human.
Yeah.
So first, I would like to give a shout out to White Chris, who put me onto this, and we will be sending you this link as requested. He told me whenever y'all talk about this, I gotta hear what y'all say about this. Please send me the link directly as soon as possible.
Anything for our friend of the show,
That's right.
White Chris.
Yep.
Yes, you got to send him the link.
Yep. All right. So you heard it.
I heard it.
Your thoughts? I'm trying to pull up lyrics. I'm trying to see if Spotify has lyrics.
So he was.
It does not.
He was talking his shit.
Hmm.
On this record, I didn't like the 9/11 reference.
Okay.
I'm gonna start there. I forget exactly what was said, but I just remember it. I
Oh, you
listened
said I
to.
9/11 the porch.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Are we doing that?
It's old. A lot of people have said that.
It's weird. I think it's still weird,
Or
but
some rendition of it. They may not have said I 9/11 the Porsche, but 9/11 Porsche is a series that's popular, and lots of rappers have referenced it.
now I know that lots of rappers have referenced the day for sure. It's just the I guess
No, I'm saying lots of rappers have done that same line in a different way. Like they have all said some form of 9/11 Porsche, blah blah blah. Also, this song is 2 months old. We just got wind of it recently though.
what is
And
the
so we
line
had
again?
to
Oh, sorry,
we had to rush up here. I 9/11 the Porsche.
the Porsche. Okay, that's what I was trying to. You were saying 9/11 Porsche, and I was like, wait, did I mishear what he said? Okay, I got it now. Um. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about it. I'm not used to hearing Will Smith like that, so it just was a little strange for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he, clearly talked his shit about the Oscars. That was in
Mm-hmm.
there. Caught
Right.
that at the beginning. I thought, oh, okay. He basically said, that he is, he can't get into trouble for the shit he does. At least that's how I took it. I don't know how you
Mm-hmm.
took it, but that's what it
Mm-hmm.
sounded like to me. It sounded like you can do whatever you want, but I'm still gonna come out on top, type of thing. And I was just like, oh, really? Okay, all right. Um,
The exact line you're looking for is I 9/11 the Porsche. Don't mean I'm calling the cops. It just mean I'm proving a point. That's according to Genius.
well, that was the original line I was referencing. What I'm referencing now is the line where he says something about telling jokes, and I have my laptop right here. He says something about telling jokes. You could tell jokes all you want. Um, I think that comes before the 9/11 line.
Look at this coat on me. Tell me who cold is me. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I mean, I'm right where that poster be. Save all of the jokes for me, 'cause it ain't a joke to me. I pull up with gang gang. They gonna turn around me. They gonna turn around and make a toast for me.
Yeah, that's what he said. That was it right there.
Straight out of Philly. I came out the gutter.
Who wrote this?
Allegedly, according to Spotify, Will Smith, but I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, what did you think? You're kind of just sitting there reading the lyrics. What?
Well, I was trying to let you, get your takes off.
I mean, I don't have a lot of takes. I just feel like I'm not listening to this again. If that's what y'all want to know, if that's like what the question is, I'm not listening to this again. I listened to it
I don't
twice.
think anybody needs to.
I listened to it twice and it's fine. What I will say is I want to do a little bit more research on Yuki Chiba because I find him interesting.
Okay.
He worked.
I'm glad that this is the track that does that.
Well, not just this. He worked with Meg The Stallion on
Yep.
Mamushi, so I feel like now him and I have a rapport of some sort. I need to do a little bit more research and see what else is out there that he's been doing. I feel like he has a really interesting sound, and he creates bops apparently, or he's a
Yep.
part of bops at least.
Either way.
So I'm curious. I'm curious about what else is out there. But as
Right.
far as Will Smith goes, I've never. I mean, I sometimes forget that Will Smith is a rapper, and then he comes out.
Aha! Simba is credited as a writer.
Okay, that's why I was like, I don't think Will Smith wrote this.
So there's a bunch of names I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But right before Willard Smith is Simba.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What did you think, Jay?
I think I don't want to hear Will Smith say, I pull up with gang gang, they go turn around and make a toast for me. I don't want to hear Will Smith referencing the jokes. I don't want to hear Will Smith acting like a gangster rapper. I don't want to hear any of that. Now, you could be a chameleon and you can transform and do whatever you want, which is part of what he says in this verse.
Mm-hmm.
He says, from the music to movies, I switch it up. Yeah, you do. But some switch ups are not good. We still gonna have jokes. In fact, I think this is a joke. I think Will Smith, after crying on TV, after the smack, after everything, to pull up and do this. And let's be honest, we just saw Will Smith at the BET Awards
with his
doing a gospel record.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't know what to do with himself at this point. It's like idle hands. Like he needs things to do. It was great when he was like jumping out of buildings and stuff like that.
Like, honestly,
in his adventure bag. I don't know if he still does that, but when he was, I felt like he was occupied. Maybe he's just not occupied right now, so he's like, let me make some music. That's fun, but it's only strange because it's all over the place. It's like, are you on your I'm saved and I'm working on my mental health vibes, or are you on some fuck everybody, I'm a gangster now?
And I think Will Smith is just going wherever the wind blows him.
Right.
And that's corny.
And notice I did not say gangsta. I said gangster because I feel like this is a hard ER type of moment. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Will Smith rapping today. I don't want to hear Will Smith saying gang gang. I don't want to hear Will Smith acting like I don't want to hear Will Smith say he's straight out the gutter. I don't want to hear any of that. Will Smith, I feel like Will Smith, the girl that we broke up with, that we used to like really love, and now she's just out here wilding. And every time your boys hit you up and be like, yo, look what your girl is doing. You know what I'm saying? You ever been in one of those situations
No,
where you got an ex mess around, or maybe I feel like this is not an ex mess around. I feel like this is like a real. You had like a strong relationship. It was rocking, and then listen, it was time for it to end. But since the breakup, like my God, this nigga is wildin'.
Okay, just doing
Just
whatever.
what's up with you, man?
Doing whatever.
To the point where you want to call them and be like, "What's up with you, girl? What's going on?" But you can't. Right?
No,
you can't call them, but you would like to,
let
though.
them be. You just gotta let them.
You just gotta let them go destroy
the
their lives,
Yeah,
and their reputations, and their legacies, and
you
just
maybe someday they'll find their way. Maybe they won't.
maybe they won't. Right? And maybe you will never want them back again after all the madness.
Oh no, usually.
Who knows? Usually not. Who knows? Let's see what happens. But this is definitely like the post breakup, wilding out era for Will Smith. And I'm not here for it. To me, it's really weird.
Yeah. No, I understand exactly that metaphor.
That's what I feel like. Yeah. Every time some new shit, ever since the smack, it's just like, hey, look, he's crying on TV. Hey, look, he's doing Bad Boys, another one. Hey, look, he's doing this. It's just like, oh, yo, dude, what's up with you? And I know people will be in the comments saying his legacy is cemented. He's great, and I'm a hater. Sure. I know people are going to go in the comments and say Bad Boys 4 was amazing and it broke box office numbers and blah, blah. Listen, good. I'm happy for you. But this is my opinion. Mine. It's not the law. It's not a fact. It's my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion, too fucking bad.
And maybe this is not the place for you.
Right. Now, I'll tell you what place. I'll tell you. I can't even talk right there. I'll tell you who it is the place for.
Who's that?
A new artist by the name of Blizzle.
What?
I knew it. I knew I was going to stump you when I said that.
Who is that?
Memphis Bleek released a new song called Three Kings, featuring Smoke DZA and Benny the Butcher. And in that song, he refers to himself several times as Blizzle.
Oh, yeah. I guess I tried to put that out of my mind.
I knew it. I said, if I say Blizzle, I bet you she's not going to remember. I've been thinking about this since we said we were going to talk about the record. So yesterday we were up here. We said we're going to talk about Memphis Bleek's new song.
Yeah.
And here we are. So it came out on January 10th.
And I listened to it a couple times before we started, too.
Oh, yeah. I've been listening to it.
Yeah, what did you think of it?
I think it's great. I think it's great to hear Memphis Bleek rapping. Mm-hmm. He sounds good. He's talking his shit. Yes. You know, he's one person who I don't mind hearing talk their shit, unlike Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Memphis Bleek has been on the same wavelength since he arrived in the 90s. Yeah. Sure. And today he's a bigger boss than he ever was. So to hear him talk his shit, right. So to hear him talk his shit, I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. And then Benny and Smoke DZA came through and did their thing. They did. Which I didn't think they wouldn't. I appreciate the blend of generations on this record. Mm-hmm. Benny the Butcher's one of the hottest things smoking the last couple years. Smoke DZA been around a minute. Memphis Bleek been around forever at this point. Mm-hmm. And so for this to be his kind of re-releasing into the wild, you know, I thought this was a great way to do it. This is a good way to come out with not necessarily his peers. So like if he came back out with Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel, it'll probably be more just the older folks of today who liked it, you know, people like us. But being eating on the pod. Okay. Yeah.
Just a little Mandarin.
No. Listen. Do your thing.
I'm just my little Mandarin.
It's all good. Do your thing. Blizzle. Dizzle.
Shout out to Trader Joe's for this. That's like one of my favorite Trader Joe's snacks.
Just getting ads off right now? Is that what we doing? I didn't get a slice of this check. Slice, pun intended.
These dried mandarins are delicious.
In the middle of a Memphis Bleek review. Wow. Poor Blizzle. I'm sorry, Memphis Bleek, for my co-host's disrespect.
I don't think anyone has to question my love for Memphis Bleek.
Well, then tell us about it, please, because, you know, for in the middle of my review, you just decide to bust out, you know, dry mandarins. Crunchy Mandarin Thin Man, whatever. Your Trader Joe ad here.
I muted before I went to the bag. So it wasn't like I
Yeah,
made
you
noise.
muted, but that don't stop niggas from seeing. What we doing? And we don't eat on the pod. That's the unwritten rule here. Like,
I know, but I don't remember the last time I ate. And they were sitting right next to me. So I thought it was great. I love me some Memphis Bleek. I was a little confused at first because he was talking about, all this gangster shit. And then I was like, is that where he's going with it? Because it's always weird when rappers, like rappers that are older now, talk about things they were talking about back then. So it's
so you
kind of
feel
like,
it should be more mature content?
yeah, or like the content has to. I feel like the content should grow with you over
Okay.
time. If you're creating new music and you're still talking about like how much you moved back in 1995, it's kind of weird, right? Like, especially for somebody who is in a different, who's in a different space now. It's kind of like, are you really? When did you write this? But what I realized he did was he brought it up and then was basically like, I mean, I could do it better than you, but I'm not even about that life anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Right.
I get it.
And I just want to say, I feel like people say that, but then give a pass to who they want to give a pass to with that. You gotta mature with your audience thing, because Jay-Z was like pretty old when he said, "I used to cop on Harlem, 560 State Street, or 550, whatever the number is." And everyone loves that song, and it's New York's song, and everyone sings it every chance they get still today. And yes, after that, he did 444, which I'm not a big fan of. But that was not, I mean, he was old enough.
That's fair. I'm sure that does happen. I can't speak for anybody else, but I prefer when they keep it.
And Rick Ross.
Oh, I almost choked.
Don't choke.
I think it's totally fine for you to talk about your past experiences, but I think it's how you talk about it.
Okay.
So, like I said, once I rewound the song back to that part, and I realized he wasn't really saying, "Oh, I do this now." He was saying,
Mhm.
I did this and now I'm doing this other thing, and I'm still killing it, and that's fine. I don't, you know, I just feel like let's be a little bit more inventive.
Okay.
When it comes to stuff like that. That's it.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I just Googled how old was Jay-Z in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
His age currently came up, and everything after that was allegation stuff. That's disrespectful.
That's how the news cycle goes.
That's terrible.
They say everything current is on the first 2 pages of your Google search. So what you're really looking for is probably on page 3 or 4.
It says he was 40.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
He's 55 right now, so I don't think that's correct. Oh yeah, 15 years ago. Yeah.
I was trying to do the math.
Duh, JD. Duh.
I was trying to do the math incorrectly.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah, my point is at around 40, Jay-Z said where he used to buy his drugs specifically. And we all were just championing it. Anyway, so you enjoyed the record. What do you think about the other gentlemen's features verses?
I thought they were great. I didn't like how abruptly it ended. I felt like it was abrupt. You didn't feel like it was abrupt?
I can see why you say that, yeah.
I don't like when records end like that.
I've ended records like that, so I see both sides. I understand.
Don't do that again.
Sometimes...
Just trying to give you some advice.
Yeah, that's twice you cut me off. You know what? If there's a third time today, I'm walking off set.
I'm just trying to
Off couch. I'm walking off couch.
I'm just trying to give you some valuable advice.
Sometimes you want it to end abruptly because you want a strong transition into the next song, or you want it to end so abruptly that people are like, "What the hell was that? I gotta play it again. I wasn't satisfied. I wanted more." Anyway, like I was saying before the Mandarins arrived, I thought it was really good that he had Betty the Butcher up there and Smoke DZA. You kind of have a good stretch of rap fans who would enjoy this track. And I feel like Memphis Bleek target demographic before may be different today. Maybe different today than before. And even if it's not, this is still a good way to reach multi-generational fan bases.
I take that. I take that.
Yeah. Let's talk about something I didn't dig.
Okay.
You showed me a video.
A TikTok video. Yep.
And this is part of why people want to ban TikTok. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh,
That's
here's
a
the
joke.
thing.
Audience. Wait, gotta tell them about the video.
That's what I was about to do.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Please take it away.
So, backstory.
I was at the mall. Now I cut you off. I'm sorry.
This happens on Instagram. This happens on TikTok. I imagine it happens somewhere on Facebook, but I don't go there. And maybe even Threads. I don't go there either. People will encounter others on their commute, at the grocery store, wherever,
Oh, it
whatever.
closed.
And they'll have like these interesting meetings with these people, or find the person attractive or interesting or whatever, and not catch their name or their phone number or whatever, right? And then they take to the internet and they ask people to help them find them. I know there's even an account called Yes Williamsburg where people will write in. Obviously, it's based in New York. People will write in and say, "Hey, saw this guy. He was about 6'1". He had glasses. He was wearing a blue MoMA shirt and a JanSport backpack, a black JanSport backpack. And, like we had like a quick little joke with each other, but then the train came and I didn't have time to catch his name or whatever. Can you guys help me find him?" People will do things like that. So that's like a thing on the internet. Are you listening?
I'm actually searching up the find him videos. Of course I'm listening. But you were talking to the audience more than me. We spoke about it.
After a while, I was like, wait, are you still in the room with us?
Yes. I'm here looking up looking up the numbers of hashtag find him so I could make my point when it's my turn.
Got it. So this is a thing, right?
Yes.
I've always thought it was interesting because a lot of times people will find them. So I've seen on TikTok where women will capture somebody in a photo, or like, oh, here's a good one. Girl at the gym is filming her workout, and then later on sees a guy walk by in the footage of her filming her workout and is like, wow, I think this guy is cute. I kind of want to get to know him. Instead of waiting until she sees him at the gym again, she'll go to TikTok and say, can you guys find this guy? And a lot of times someone will find the person, or someones will find the person, because a lot of these tend to trend.
Yep. Yeah, I see that in the numbers here.
So the video I sent you is a woman who was at a grocery store.
Whole Foods.
Since
you did your Trader Joe ad earlier.
I did. I'm ran out of my Whole Foods snacks. But she's in the Whole Foods and there's this man shopping. Um, and the video says, "Girls, help me find him." And but the video is kind of long to me. The video is probably about, I don't know, had to be between 30 and 60 seconds, somewhere in between there. And it's her in different frames going around the entire store following this man and taking video of this man. And then she had the audacity to take to the internet and ask people on the internet to figure out who this man was. It was really weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I gave my opinion as I'm giving the story, but I'm just like, this is so weird to me because you followed him around the store all that time, like from aisle to aisle, from produce to dairy to wherever, and it never occurred to you to maybe walk up to him and ask him his name or make some sort of conversation with him. It wasn't a missed, oh, that's what they call them, missed connections. It wasn't a missed connection. You stalked that man around the store and you didn't let yourself be seen. And now what? You want other people to find him? Girl, that's weird. That's freaking weird.
I think this whole shit is weird. And yes, I pulled up numbers. There are videos with as much as 1.5 million views in this Find Him thing. Now, I do see that some of them are random happenstance moments,
Yeah.
like you said, where someone might do something real quick, and then it's just like, oh, how do I find this person? Who is this
Right.
person?
Those are true missed
But
connections.
yeah, but a lot of these are women being creeps, from what I'm seeing. So to be clear, I searched, I pulled up the video you sent me, and I hit hashtag, the hashtags you can search, you can use them. You can click on them. So I clicked on it and it shows me the top videos. Now, this is top on purpose, right? I'm looking at top to see what are the ones that get the most attention. And a lot of them are women being creeps.
Can I just say that I just put in my Google search? This is not Google, but I just put in a search on my computer and put hashtag find him space. And one of the top hits is find him where you left him dead.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing. We're not getting into that. But I just feel like some of these videos are a man walking into the gym, a man at a club, a man at a bar. Like, yo, y'all women are creepy. Women say that men are creeps. There's dudes walking in the street. First of all, this is creepy shit. That's my opinion. My opinion is y'all up there talking about, hey, find this guy. Why don't you go approach that guy instead of violating his privacy and randomly recording him unbeknownst to him? Now, some of these are like people who committed crimes, people who hit people of the opposite sex. I'm trying not to say a certain word. Mm-hmm. Okay, then we can have a discussion. But largely, that's not what's here.
No, this is to
that's not what here.
Date him.
This is corny as hell. People on the train, people on the bus. First of all, you're violating niggas' privacy. Second, why don't you just go to the man? Why do you want the internet to find it so you could do what? Stalk their profile?
Yeah, I didn't understand.
As opposed to just starting a conversation. It's lazy, it's creepy, and I like that this is one of the top videos that popped up. This video is a woman making fun of herself. She's acting like the person that she wants the internet to find, and also herself. And it says, when people say TikTok, do your thing, instead of just talking to the person. I think we should give it a listen.
Okay.
Boy, that's standing literally 3 feet away from me. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, y'all need to do y'all thing and find this man. Find this man. I want to get to know him so bad. Like, he is so fine. Like, I wish I could talk to him. But y'all gotta find him for me. Literally, like, y'all have to find this man. Like, he is so fine. Like, he doesn't even know I'm standing here. Like, this man is my husband. Like, y'all gotta do y'all thing and find this man. Find where he worked, everything. I need to know.
I'm pausing it. She's making fun of it, but look, it's a green screen of her right in front of herself. And I don't know if you heard her, but she said, this man is literally 3 feet in front of me. Find him, TikTok. Yeah, I agree. And I like that that's one of the highest trending ones, the highest, viewed ones. It has almost 500,000 views. Yeah, it's like, dude, like some stuff, like just talk to him.
Yeah.
Just talk to him. Like people, this one video is a dude getting on the plane, sitting next to the person. Fam, like maybe some of these are fake too, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, yo, dog, just speak to the man. Like, how afraid of rejection can we be? And how cowardice can we be? Like, dude, just go talk to the man. Find out yourself as opposed to saying, internet, find him for me. And those on the internet, helping them find the random person whose privacy was violated. Y'all ain't shit.
If you go in,
Y'all ain't shit. I don't believe that there should be a video of me somewhere where I did not consent to the video, and y'all just be like, "Oh yeah, his name is JD. He does a podcast. I found his Instagram handle and Twitter handle is cherry eggplants. It don't really look like he's dating anybody currently. Go ahead, girl. Go get your man." No.
there might.
It's creepy. I'm giving an example. I don't think anybody's doing that for me. But my point is, it's a violation of privacy. And the people on the internet helping, I think y'all are bigger creeps than the person taking the video. Because y'all are bored enough and nosy enough to go do all type of investigating to find this shit. That's my take. I say, take down hashtag find him of the creepy videos. I feel like we need somebody on the internet to go watch and report all of those videos. Get them taken down for violation of privacy and cowardice.
I don't think we need to go that far. I don't think people need to be reported. There might not even be a TikTok next week. We don't even know. But
no, it was extended. But anyway.
It's official now?
Yeah. This ain't the place to talk about it. But yes, it was extended.
Okay. In any event, it's weird. It's very weird. I've always been a proud supporter of women approaching men. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think when you initiate conversation or whatever it is, whatever the thing is, I think it gives you the power. I think a lot of women complain about feeling powerless in certain interactions with men. I think there's a way to take back some of that power. I understand that there are plenty of people who don't agree with that. And there are plenty of women who believe in the chase and the hunt. I totally understand that. I'm not saying that you need to railroad the entire situation and control the whole thing. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if you think a guy is cute at the grocery store and he's picking out avocados, maybe you can walk over to him and say, you know, I always have issues picking out the avocados. Or if they haven't been good lately, did you notice that they just haven't been that great lately?
Right.
Sometimes I go, let's say you're in Whole Foods, sometimes I go down to Sprouts because Sprouts has them for a better price and they always look right. Something to start a conversation.
And go ahead, finish, and then I'm gonna jump in.
Or whatever. Or you see him picking out the avocados or whatever, and then you see his basket, and you're like, well, you got to give me the recipe for whatever it is you're making because it looks like it's going to be good. We're better than that, ladies. Like,
dating tips from Dash, ladies and gentlemen.
We're better than. Don't worry, Hardly Minding My Business is coming back soon. But we are so much better than chasing a man around a store and then asking the internet to figure out who he is.
So much effort for nothing.
He's in the same room as you. Go find out who that man is. And I also thought it was funny that people in the comments were like, you realize that man could be married. He could be like, he could have a whole, but that's why maybe just get it out the way by
asking him about avocados
or something. Or just
even that super corny old line. Don't I know you from somewhere?
You could do that too.
And because you saw the nigga in 7 aisles, when he says no, you could be like, oh yeah, I just saw you in the such and such aisle. That's how I know you. And that's so random and funny that's the icebreaker.
Right.
And now let me tell you some secret sauce.
Uh-huh.
When women approach men, Don't tell men I told y'all this. Okay? It's don't tell them I told y'all. But niggas like it. It's sexy. It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Hello.
As a dude, I love when women do that. You might not even be the type of chick I was into, but I'm just like, oh, you's a brave motherfucker. All right, let me give you a time. Let me see what you got. You took a shot. Listen, men have to take the shots so often. Just in the gym, just working on free throws all day, you know? All day. All day. And so when a woman takes a shot, personally, I feel like you're brave. I appreciate your bravery, and I appreciate your bravado for feeling like I'm confident enough to see what's up with this nigga right here.
Exactly.
I have been in situations where I'm like, I don't think I ever would have approached this woman, but she approached me. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got, little mama. Show me what you got, pretty lady.
I feel like your DMs are about to be on fire.
Nah, don't nobody want me. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Whatever.
we gotta go.
But-
This is. Oh, you got last thought? Come on.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I've never heard differently from a man what you just said. I've never heard anything different. No, it doesn't need to be.
Maybe one of them fake ass red pill niggas don't like it because they want you to be quiet and only talk when you talk. When they say you may speak.
Right, but I don't talk to men like that. So.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe those the dudes who's like, ew, that's gross. Why would I want a woman to approach me? Go over there. Ew, yucky.
Right, but I don't ever hear men say that that's a bad thing. I often hear women say that women should be hunted, and I get that.
Right, but nobody's telling you to walk up to him and nobody's saying go to the bathroom, take your panties off, and walk up to him and be like, this is what I smell like, nigga, you want some?
Right.
Nobody's saying that. But let's go with your example, right? Mm-hmm. If you say, oh man, did you notice the avocados haven't been good lately? That will be enough, possibly, for him to now hunt you, quote unquote. Right. The idea is just to break the ice. Nobody's saying you got to go up to him, give him your number, your address, and tell him to be there at 7 p.m. next Friday for a 3-course meal that you're going to cook with the right avocados. Nobody's saying all of that.
You just got to express interest. There's nothing wrong with expressing interest, because as women, we want men to express interest in us too.
And let me speak on behalf of men one time. I normally don't do this because we're not a monolith. However, today it's tricky because today there's allegations all over the place. Sometimes when you know for sure there's interest, it makes things easier. Now you feel like I'm able to quote unquote hunt, pursue, get to know this person. Then when you and a woman just happen to catch a glance at each other in the produce aisle, you're not 100% sure. But if that woman came up to me and said, you notice they don't sell dry mandarins anymore here at Trader Joe's? Then I could say, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And as we begin a conversation and interest is clear, now I got no problem because I know, hey, the flag is being waved. The interest flag is definitely there. Sometimes today as a man is challenging to do that because you don't know where it's going to go. Now, I'm not saying that man should walk up to you and just grab a titty. That's crazy. No, I'm not saying once you ask him about the avocados, he should grab you by the pussy. I ain't saying none of that. But I'm just saying that sometimes today as a man, it is a little challenging because it's like, oh, is she going to say I'm harassing her if I ask her about the avocados? Because now you could be banned from Whole Foods. I don't want to get banned from Whole Foods because you cute and you buy the avocados.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like, notice what I said was very neutral. It wasn't anything that would offend anyone. It wasn't anything that, and it's okay to have, because what you're looking for is not necessary. Like, you're looking to see if there is connection. You're looking to see if there's commonality. You're looking to see if there's interest, because this girl could have done all this work to take that video of that man while she should have been picking up her groceries and getting her ass home, and then getting on the internet. This man might not even be interested in you, and you may not even be interested in him. What's the point?
Right.
It's just silly.
Now all of the super sleuths have done all the work for nothing.
Now it's just content. But I guess, for some people that's fine too. But yeah, anyway. Just thought that was an interesting topic. So
Oh yeah, when you showed it to me, I immediately was like, yeah, let's talk about it on the pod.
yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Weeknights. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to get your dry mandarins at Trader Joe's. And also, if you need avocado recipes, holler at Dash. We'll see y'all tomorrow.